10 biggest buyers of U.S. weapons. 10. United Arab Emirates. Sales in 2022, $557 million. The UAE is involved in many proxy wars, but its primary concern is the war in Yemen. The UAE supports the fight against the Houthi insurgency. As a result, it's vulnerable to attacks from Yemeni territory, so it's buying plenty of American air defense systems. The UAE operates Patriot PAC-3 batteries. It also purchases large numbers of THAAD missiles. The Emiratis also wanted to buy F-35 jets. The deal to buy 50 aircraft was signed under the Trump administration. Apparently, it has been put on hold indefinitely. 9. Netherlands. Sales in 2022, $670 million. The Dutch seem like a peaceful nation. Indeed, their military procurement used to be small, but things changed after Russia invaded Ukraine. The Dutch government pledged $3.44 billion for new arms purchases. The Netherlands is buying rocket artillery and howitzers. Before last year, it had no rocket artillery at all. 8. Australia. Sales in 2022, $714 million. Australia is a key American ally in the Pacific. It also sees China as the biggest regional threat. As a NATO ally, Australia gets approval on most requests. Last year, it procured US-made stealth missiles. The sale of 80 JASSM-ERs was valued at $235 million. In March 2023, the US approved a new $1.3 billion deal. Australia will get guided Tomahawk missiles. 7. United Kingdom. Sales in 2022, $724 million. Britain is a major arms exporter in its own right. In fact, its exports doubled in 2022. Most of its customers are Gulf states. The UK mostly buys aircraft from the US. These include F-38B, Lightning II jets, P-8A Poseidons, and Apache helicopters. Britain also buys American bombs and missiles. 6. Norway. Sales in 2022, $848 million. Norway is also one of the top arms exporters. In 2022, it exported $88 million worth of arms. Norway purchases large numbers of US-made bombs. In fact, Norway is the top importer of arms in Western Europe. The Norwegian Air Force operates F-35 aircraft. Oslo signed a record $500 million deal with Washington in 2022. It will procure AMRAAM-D missiles. These are advanced, medium-range missiles. They're launched by F-35 jets. 5. Ukraine. Sales in 2022, $917 million. Ukraine's arms imports were negligible before 2022, but after the Russian invasion, things changed. Kyiv is now the largest importer of US-made arms. Ukraine has received air defense systems, missiles, and heavy guns. It buys rocket artillery, armored vehicles, and even tanks. This cooperation will only increase in coming years. 4. Japan. Sales in 2022, $1.224 billion. Japan is primarily interested in missiles and bombs. It has been rapidly arming itself in recent years. Japan feels threatened by China and North Korea. Since last year, Russia has been another concern. Tokyo is Washington's most valuable ally in the region. 3. Qatar. Sales in 2022, $1.302 billion. Qatar and the UAE are not friends. Both countries support opposing factions in various wars. Both are anxious about possible attacks on their territory. Both are wealthy. So the picture here is the same as in the UAE. Last year, Qatar signed a $1 billion deal to buy defense systems. These include drone defenses and interceptors. 2. Saudi Arabia. Sales in 2022, $1.32 billion. The U.S. is the leading supply of arms to Saudi Arabia. Around 80% of all Saudi arms are American-made. Riyadh has spent around $40 billion on U.S. arms in 10 years. Saudi Arabia is active in the Yemeni war. It relies on American-made aircraft. The U.S. provides all the maintenance, support, training, etc. Most weapons the Saudis deploy in Yemen are also U.S. supplied. 1. Kuwait. Sales in 2022, $2.014 billion. Kuwait spends billions on air defense. A $3 billion deal to purchase NASAMS was approved last year. Kuwait also operates M1A2K tanks. Even the Ministry of Defense complex in Kuwait City is American. It's being built by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.